I'm Bill Gillen. I'm a kitchen designer with Lezzer Lumber in Curwensville, Pennsylvania.
My name is Denise Newcomer, and I work for Lezzer Lumber in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
My name is Joshua Johnson. I'm a kitchen designer with Lezzer Lumber.
My name is Brycelyn Costello. I work at the Lezzer Lumber in Indiana, Pennsylvania.
I started out in designing shortly after I ended my construction business. I worked as a remodeling contractor in the Pittsburgh area, mostly doing kitchen and bathroom remodeling. Really enjoyed the business, and that gave me a lot of background expertise to start designing for people.
I always liked space planning and moving things around when I was younger.
My favorite features in any kitchen design is always going to be stylistic. I really like the modern concepts, the modern looks right now, the shaker looks. I think they're very streamlined, they're very appealing. MDF doors are fantastic for the painted finish. There's just a lot of new things, a lot of new add-ons that are in kitchens now that haven't been there ever, and it's just a very exciting time to be in kitchen design.
Taking a space that didn't function properly before and make it aesthetically look beautiful, but also function for what is needed.
Definitely, I would say the island is kind of a focal point. Most people anymore do islands and like an open floor plan, and also adding a little extra staggering cabinets, a little bit of glass, a little bit of color features to it. That would probably be my favorite.
The biggest piece of advice that I would give any customer coming in is to be patient. The biggest project you'll ever do in your house, other than the actual building of the house, is likely to be the kitchen. The kitchen is the next living room. In fact, it's always been the living room, but people haven't realized it. It's the heart of the house. It's where all the action occurs. So to put the most time, money, and effort into that room makes the most sense. And so I think people need to have that expectation going in.
Start early. Take a look at online photos to kind of figure out what your style is, and then start to work with us. Another great feature is to take the plans that we create and sit down and figure out where you're going to put everything. What is important for you?
First off, don't feel overwhelmed. I have people come in all the time who just don't know where to start from. I like to start with the bigger items like your cabinets and countertop, and just take it a step at a time. Usually the first thing you see that catches your eye is usually what you end up going with, even after looking at countless items.
I see a lot of trends anymore. Whenever I first started doing this job, everything was, we had a lot of dark wood, darker colors, oaks. Everything's gone lately, lighter colors. We do a lot of painted cabinets. Probably 65–70% of what we do anymore are painted finishes. You see a lot of trends too towards more solid, granite countertops, better cabinet qualities, a lot better than it used to be years ago whenever we dealt with some other companies.
The most rewarding aspect of doing a kitchen for someone is the sense of fulfillment you get to see that you've really contributed to someone's life. Because like I said, it's the most important room in the house. It is the real living room. And so when you do a kitchen for someone, you are really impacting their life for a long time to come.
The most rewarding is probably the fact that if they would love their space, hearing from them later, just saying that it addressed all the needs that they had, and it not only looked aesthetically pleasing and they loved it, but it also functioned very well for them.
I'm just happy that all my customers are satisfied at the end of the day. They like all their design choices and just love their kitchen, and are happy that they spent the money and worked with me.
A lot of times we get people that are really thankful. The end result is really dramatic, and they're really impressed with the way things came out. And a lot of it's from their input too. They help us a lot with what they want.
Please check your email for any updates going forward, and we would love to do work with you.